been a long time, no see, and I just wanted to tell you that last few weeks have been a little bad for me. I had to put my beautiful 14-year-old terrier to sleep. So that was very hard. I promised myself I would not cry on this video. Then my laptop crashed. Man, my hard drive was just toast. I don't know what happened, but I had to take it to something short of a Mr. Robot shop. And if you know what Mr. Robot is, then you're in the know. It's a great TV show if you haven't watched it. And Mr. Robot, as I call him, restored my laptop. And all the data on it, which was all the videos and all the clips and all the imagery that I used for making these videos, was gone. And I'm not sure why it wasn't backed up on the iCloud. I usually do a very good job of backing that up, but for some reason, none of that was saved. I don't know why. So it might have been my error. It probably was. So I have all that back, and I'm extremely happy that I do. So I can continue making these videos. And I just wanted to give you guys an update. I'm fine. You know, I'm still alive. But it's been a rough patch. And so today I am going to be honoring my beloved terrier who has passed. Her name was Grace, and she was every inch of her name. She was truly a remarkable dog that loved everyone, seriously anyone and everyone loved her. And I am going to be making a cookie for her in her name. My husband thought of the idea, and I thought it was a great idea as well. So we are going to make Grace's cookies. Grace had a cute white patch on the middle of her chest, and my husband and I called it her cream fillings. You know how like Oreos or stuffed cookies have the cream filling to them. So we call that her cream filling. And her cookie today is going to have a cream filling. 2 sugar cookies, and in the middle it's going to be a buttercream frosting. And on top of that, I'm going to make an indentation in the top sugar cookie where I'm going to put some cherry preserves in there. Grace loved fruit. She loved strawberries, she loved raspberries, she loved cherries, so I'm going to put that in the middle, and I hope it works out. All right, so do you remember like way back when we made chocolate chip cookies? All right, so the base of that cookie is actually just a sugar cookie, but there's a couple of different modifications which I'm going to show you today. We are going to start out doing our wet ingredients, and we're going to put all of our wet ingredients into this bowl, and we're going to mix it all up. Now you can use a stand mixer if you want, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to do a bowl and a spoon or a whisk, and that's going to suffice. We're going to take 1 egg and crack it. Crack. Say crack again. Crack. So this should be at room temperature. Remember why we use eggs at room temperature? I did do a video on that, right? Yes. Okay. Eggs. Half a teaspoon of vanilla. 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. And make sure the butter is at room temperature, or else you're going to have a very hard time, I'm afraid. All right, next we're going to do a 1/2 cup of sugar. I have lots of friends here today. I have the bees. The bees are back, and I have my friendly little wily pig. So he's here keeping us company. And we're going to take all this and mix it up. All right, so while it's done, it should look quite smooth, silky. Should kind of look like that. That's what you want to have. All right, so this is nicely incorporated here. I'm quite happy. Okay, so now is the time to add our dry ingredients, and we are going to need a half a teaspoon of salt. Next, we're going to add our flour, and we are going to need 3/4 of a cup of flour. Boop. All right, so I'm going to switch to a wooden spoon here, and I'm just going to mix up the flour, and we're going to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. You may be wondering why I'm not browning the butter this time, and that's because that I don't want this cookie to be chewy. When you brown the butter, remember that the water portion of the butter comes out and it intermingles with the sugar, and it creates like a chewy matrix. It's going to create like crispiness, on a little bit of a crispiness on the outside of the cookie and a little bit of chew. And that's great if you want a chocolate chip cookie. But for this, since I'm going to have buttercream in the center to make kind of like a cookie sandwich, I don't really want the cookie to be like overly chewy or crunchy. So I'm just going to be careful about that. So at this point, you should have something that looks like this. And this smells great. It smells like a delicious sugar cookie, if you ask me. I'm going to take some parchment paper and line the tray with the parchment paper. So we're going to roll it into a ball, make it about the size of your fist, like that. And I'm just going to arrange it on the parchment paper. Got my cookies arranged here on the sheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a teaspoon, like you could take 1/4 of a teaspoon, and use the concave side of the teaspoon to make a little divot in the middle of the cookie. Kind of press it in, a little belly button. So then with a spoon, you can take cherry preserves or strawberry preserves, raspberry preserves, anything you want, really, any kind, blueberry preserves, apricot preserves. The list can go on and on and on if you want. And I'm just going to put just a little bit, keeping 1/4 of a teaspoon of the cherry preserves into our divot. Okay, so this is what they look like. You see the little cherry divots? All right, so I'm going to put these in an oven on 375 degrees for 10 minutes. All right, so I have my cookies. I don't think they look too bad. You can see that there's the filling right there in the middle. That looks really nice. Not a big look out, crumble. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna wait until these cookies are completely cool, and then we're gonna make little lovely sandwiches out of them, and we're gonna try one. We're gonna eat one. I want to have one right now. All right. So this is a classic buttercream. And I actually was in the middle of making a video for this, and then it timed out, and I don't know where that video went. Just disappeared. So anyway, the buttercream frosting is classic buttercream with unsalted butter, a little bit of whole milk or heavy cream, dash of salt, a dash of vanilla, and a couple of cups of powdered sugar. Basically just whirl that all up, and you have a buttercream frosting. Now with this one, I kind of wanted just a little bit of texture difference in the frosting, so I did add about 1/4 of a cup of granulated sugar, just for a little crunch. And I've got one here, looks pretty good. I'm going to just take a dollop of our buttercream frosting that we made. All right, then I'm going to put another cookie on top of it. There we go. So we got cherry in the middle, buttercream frosting, and a delicious soft sugar cookie encasing this buttercream frosting. So let's have a bite. Oh, the cherry is a really nice touch. Yeah, I kind of love that. It's kind of ooey gooey in the center, a buttery sugar cookie, buttercream frosting in the center, and ooey gooey cherry in the middle. This is your cookie, Grace. I'm a fan. I like this a lot. It's really good. Not low calorie, but like I said, we're gonna have a cookie. Have a cookie. We'll see you next time. Bye.